Welcome back to my Pokemon trading card game theme deck battle series where I give you very mediocre commentary as I attempt to take down my enemies using Alolan Exeggutor on a quest to achieve enough tickets to take part in a tournament which I hope to win using this very same deck. Still on a little bit of a high after defeating Charizard last episode. If you haven't checked that out yet, do so. I don't know, it just always feels good defeating Charizard. This is a pretty powerful deck too that we're about to go up against, to be fair. This Dragonite can creep up on you. It's got an ability where it can just throw energy around. It's ideal if you can somehow stop it before it gets fully built up and put out. I'm not sure I've actually defeated a Dragonite using this deck before, so stay tuned to see how that goes. I'll be feeling very proud of myself if we do manage it. Yeah, he's got his Tornadus out straight away, which is a little bit dangerous. If he gets his Thunderous on the bench as well, that hits for pretty high damage. This ball obviously lets me get a basic Pokemon out. What do I actually want? You can never have too many Rattatas in this game, I don't think. I want to load him up with energy, anticipating his death, because the more energy we have in the discard pile, the more powerful my eventual Alolan Exeggutor becomes. It is important not to bank on the idea of pulling Alolan Exeggutor out though, because it doesn't always happen. I mean, you're trying to pull 2 cards out of 52 or something like that. Maybe 60 cards, sorry, are in the deck, and there's only 2 Alolan Exeggutors. There's a few little tricks we can do to get it out. There's some Ultra Balls in the deck, for example, where you can discard a couple of energies and then pick any Pokemon you like from the deck. That's obviously handy because you get to get rid of some energy at the same time. But my opponent here has already got... He's got 2 Tornadus out. He doesn't have a Thunderous and Tornadus. You can see his Thunderous Tornado move gets a little buff if he's got Thunderous out as well. I expect he'll swap out for a Alolan Grimer at some point if he needs to draw cards. It's a good idea to kill that quickly if he does, but yeah, it can be very much easier said than done. Now, we're going to do something clever here, and that is we're going to get Alolan Raticate out, energy him up, and then he's got a pretty fucking... Oh, didn't mean to swear. God, it's a family channel. He's got a pretty serious move where you can search your deck for a number of cards up to the number of your benched Pokemon. Pretty powerful thing. Because we can just pick exactly what we might need and start taking care of business. That's great to get that out so early, to be fair. Fingers crossed he can live a little bit longer. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to tank it for, well, only one more move by the look of it. Now, technically, it could be possible if I had a Dark Energy and got 2 heads to one-shot that Tornadus, but I don't fancy taking that gamble. Instead, I'm just going to get everything set up for future success. So we could do with a Rattata Evo, a Marowak, and a couple of Grass Energies, I'd say. We also want to get rid of some energies, ideally. Go for that guy. Marowak is in the prize cards. That sucks, so that's not available for selection. What else do we need? That's kind of it then, in which case what I'm going to do is get some Ultra Balls out, although they're not that useful. Let's get something that lets us discard energy, like this, and then every energy type we can afford. In fact, let's go water, because that's a little bit rarer. And when Raticate gets killed, we're already going to have a Psychic and a Grass Energy out, so I probably shouldn't have prioritised the Psychic Energy there, but still in a very good position. It's a shame Marowak wasn't available, because I could have used that to very quickly get a load of energy on Alolan Raticate or Sandslash It's more likely actually, seeing as he's now dead. But it would have been nice to get 3 energy on a lowland Sandslash using Marowak right away. I'm tempted actually to sacrifice Cubone, seeing as he's just not going to be that useful for us now that Marowak is unavailable. Let's give him a sacrificial energy and get rid of 2 energy that we haven't already. So that's going to be, let's see what we pull from the Sandslash ability that lets us draw an extra card. An extra water, that's pretty good, because I was thinking of getting rid of the water, but then I was thinking Sandslash needs one for his move, so that's nice that we've got a spare. And getting rid of the grass would be pretty clever, but we kind of need it for the other. We don't have any on our Executor at the moment, so let's instead just get rid of these 2. Okay. Evo that. He's got a no energy move that hits for 10 unless he's got a tool card attached, so let's wait for that tool card to arrive. I think I could use the escape rope to get rid of Tornadus, buy myself some time, but it's not going to buy me that much time. He'll just put his Grimer out and start collecting cards, which to be honest isn't that great for me anyway. So I think I'm just going to end my turn. Yeah. We are going to have given 2 prize cards away pretty early, and we've got a bit of an issue now where we've got some good cards out, but none of them are particularly energied up. But we are now in a position where we've got 4 energy cards in the discard pile, which means 80 damage plus 20 damage on a lowland Executor base. That means we can hit Tornadus for 100, but he's going to be able to get off his 80 damage on Executor. Meanwhile, Dragonair gets built up, but a lowland Executor can tank it, and then I expect he'll probably, rather than risk his Dragonair, put a lowland Grimer out. So seeing as we've got 2, let's just sacrifice one of these Executors. Anything good? Pray to the Pokemon gods. Another grass energy. Not that useful, but not bad. Take that. Clean 100 damage from the tropical tree that is the lowland Executor. Look at his 3 happy faces there and his weird little face on his tail, just stomping around on the shore of some kind of volcanic island, just wrecking everything, just destroying it. The coconut Pokemon. As it grew taller and taller, it outgrew its reliance on psychic powers, while within it awakened the power of the sleeping dragon. Sadly, we are going to have to deal with a little dragon issue of our own pretty soon. It would be nice to stop it before it becomes a Dragonite, but I don't really see how that's going to be possible. It doesn't look very likely to me. Lantern's got an interesting move where it basically... Ooh, he's got the Dragonite out. See, it's got that big boy 170 damage attack. That's going to be pretty dangerous. Obviously, it can one-shot Executor. Yeah. He hasn't loaded it up on energy immediately, but he can do, using its ability, Hurricane Charge as soon as he puts it out. So, I mean, he does have to discard 3 energy afterwards, but it's in a pretty strong position. Okay, we can get some extra damage actually. That's a result. If we use Ultra Ball to get rid of 2 that we haven't already got rid of, which is actually only Dark Energy is the only one we haven't got rid of yet. Let's get rid of Dark. And let's get rid of a superfluous Psychic. And in exchange we can have... I guess it makes sense to pull a Sandslash out, because then we can use our Nest Ball to get a Sandshrew, and next turn we'll be pulling 3 cards a turn with their ability. Decided to put the water energy on the other Sandshrew because it simply because it doesn't already have any damage counters. This card's pretty useful in this deck as well because you can pull 4 different types of energy card out, and then obviously make sure that you've got them for discarding for Executor's attack. So he's now going to hit for 120 damage, which is pretty good, and so will the other Executor when he's ready. There's a great card in here that works very well with this deck. It's got good synergy called Rescue Stretcher, and it lets you pull a card out from your discard pile and put it straight into your hand. So if a Alolan Executor does get defeated, we're fortunately in a position where we can get one up straight away again, thanks to Executor's single grass energy cost. Because I've got that execute in my hand. We'll get that on the bench next turn. Start loading them up. As predicted, he's put Grimer out next, because why not? Everyone has their little sacrifices, and he's, meanwhile, Dragonite is getting everything very much powered up. So we can one-shot Thunderous, we can one-shot Tornadus and Lantern, but not Dragonite, sadly. Okay, let's get him ready. Don't know if it's going to be very useful to get a potion on Executor. That can hit for 120, so no, that'll be no use. It looks like he's going to use that next. Let's save it then. We could use Escape Rope, to be fair. Yeah, let's do that. That way we can get one of his more powerful Pokemon out that he doesn't want to get killed, and kill it. Oh, he's taking his time over it because it's a hard decision, isn't it, mate? The benefit here being that his Thunderous will no longer be buffed by his Tornadus' presence once I destroy it. Okay, free Rattata and a free Water Energy. Not too shabby. And we might as well heal Executor, to be fair, get him a clean start. He should be able to tank anything besides that Dragonite anyway, but it doesn't matter. I think I would actually rather have my more heavily damaged one out at this point, because it seems a shame to waste a full health Executor. We haven't pulled the Rescue Stretcher out yet, which means we're going to be a little bit stuck once the second Executor gets destroyed. Because unfortunately Dragonite can pretty easily one-shot this. Our only hope is that somehow he doesn't have any energy left in his deck and can't find another one, but I'm going to put that as highly unlikely. Still, I think we've got an okay chance of winning this game. I think at the moment our opponent here has the advantage. He didn't have any more energy and he didn't search for it. I feel like he's made an absolutely rookie error there, or had a bout of absolutely terrible bad luck. Okay, I think we actually have an advantage now. That's all it can take in this game, is one little misstep or one bad hand. And again, you should win. It becomes a game that you will not win. Okay, let's hit him with that big 120 damage. Only 40 HP left on your Dragonite, mate. That is a sad state of affairs. You could have one-banged that Alolan Executor. Mate. Our luck's in, clearly, after getting thoroughly embarrassed by that noob deck recently. If you haven't seen the video yet, I think it was video number 2, where I started off by saying, oh yeah, we're 100% going to win this. This is a rubbish deck they've got. It means they're still doing the tutorial. And then, you know, the universe paid me back for that arrogance by giving me the worst hand ever and the worst cards ever from the deck, and he absolutely trounced me. It ended up being a battle between Gallade and Execute, and frankly, it was pathetic. Okay, so instead of exposing my Executor here, for the sake of killing this Dragonite, I'm going to get my Sandslash out, because he's nearly ready to start attacking. Will be once I've put this extra energy on him. The nice thing about Sandslash is that as soon as you attack, you can swap him out for someone else straight away. Really wish I had the rescue stretcher. That would make me feel perfectly comfortable about whether or not we might win this match. But I'm happy with the way things stand for now. Draw another 3 cards. Our deck's running low. We've only got 13 cards left. And if you watch the last game, you'll realise that running out of cards means you lose. But we have successfully pulled our rescue stretcher, which means we're going to get another Executor out. And it means that I'm going into this feeling very confident about our chances of winning the game. Okay. Defeat that Dragonite, Sandslash. You got this. Now what to put out next? Want something to sacrifice really, and that's going to be Raticate. Now we are pretty much trading kill for kill here. We've both got 3 prize cards left. He's a worthy opponent. It's a good matchup. Although I still don't really understand why he didn't attack with that Dragonite earlier. I feel like he could have used his ability to get the energy he needed to destroy that there and then, rather than taking an extra 120 damage from Executor. But hey, maybe he made a mistake. Maybe he's just got no energy left in his deck somehow. I'm not complaining. I think this might be the second win in a row, maybe third. I started off this series just getting pounded. It wasn't a great feeling. So fingers crossed we can keep this up. So yeah, that's Rattata's life over. Raticate's life over, unfortunately. Going to hit for 120, but I think also damage some on his bench. Yeah, there we go. That's like the cost of that attack, is it does 40 damage to one of the benched Pokemon on his side of the table. So let's sacrifice this if we're going to risk anything. Let's risk this Alolan Executor. Power up his mate. Might as well pull another card. I'm not really looking for anything in particular at this point though, so I'm probably going to stop doing that in a minute. Ultra Ball is good for getting rid of energies to power up Executor, but he's already at max power, so no need really. Let's go for it. Okay, and because Executor is so weak, he is going to be killed next turn, I expect, by that Lantern. But the good news is that my remaining Executor can one-bang anything else that he's got on the bench, which will put us both down to 1 prize card left. And I don't see anything on his bench that's going to be able to kill my fresh Executor, so I'm pretty sure this one's in the bag at this point. I don't want to curse it, but I think we might have another win on our hands. Oh yeah! If you like watching Pokemon trading card game played by elite pro gamers like me who win at least a third of the matches they play, subscribe. Brand new to this whole YouTube thing. I've uploaded a hell of a lot of videos after the last couple of days. I expect I'll probably get a little bit more bored than that and calm down and maybe only do a maximum of 1 video a day. I think I'll try and keep it to 1 video a day. But I think watching this content, this type of video, hopefully will get more people into the game, because it is really great, and it's one of those mobile games that doesn't require you to spend any real world money at all, which is very welcome. And hey, if you love Pokemon and you've never played the trading card game before, I can't recommend it enough. I think it's a really, really fun way to get a little bit more time with the franchise without spending much money. And you know, this is what the Pokemon franchise is all about, really. The trading cards. Not many of us ever actually played with them back in the day, but we should have done, because it's loads of fun. Right. He swapped his Lantern out because he was scared of me killing it, but it's not going to save him. It just means he's not going to get another prize card off me. There's that Marowak that we were trying to get earlier. No good to us now, but it's quite a nice card actually. For 0 energy, you can pull 2 energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. That's pretty great. And the Alolan Club is useful if you happen to have a bench full of Pokemon with Alolan in their name. Yeah, I mean, congratulations, mate. I'm going to give him a little well played, because he did play well. but he never stood a chance. Come get a taste. Us. Just like that, the game is over. Victory. Thanks very much for watching. As soon as you made it to the end of the video, I'm going to open a booster pack for you. 20 whole minutes you sat through and listened to me and watched that play out. Yeah, you definitely deserve a little reward for that. So, in my collection, I know I got a couple of packs. Let's see what we got here. Astral Radiance. Let's go for a Fusion Strike. We didn't get anything that interesting off the last pack, but I haven't seen this set in a while, so keep your fingers crossed for us. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Got 2 rares. Granbull. Bit boring. Oh, now that is what I'm talking about. Gengar is an absolutely bad boy Pokemon. Yes. Love it. Thanks a lot for sticking around. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm going to keep on making it whether you do or not, but I'd appreciate it a lot. Take care and keep watching. More videos coming along very soon.